debt of the contract has been approved by the Debt Management Committee, and a resolution approving the contract is expected to be completed this week, thus giving the green light to proceed with the procurement process. If all goes well as planned, the buses and cargo trucks are expected to arrive in the country in 60 days. It can be recalled that on May the 5th, the building hosting the National Transit Authority, that was in 2022, was caught by fire. Investigation into that incident by the National Fire Service showed that the fire was a result of arson attack. Following this incident, the administration of the NTA has been operating without a functioning administrative building. So we're pleased to inform the public that a contract for the construction of a new administrative building has been concluded and signed with the Ministry of Justice and Finance.
It's an incubator like the DG for Civil Service said. It's an incubator to develop the next set of future leaders within the security sector of the country.
So how many officers are we talking about?
So for now, the startup with we have 20 scholarship given by Cottonelle, full scholarship. So the only thing we will be paying would be the fees that's attached per semester, and then there's another 20 that will be new students that will collect from all over the country, those who are desirous of becoming police officers that have the academic background. So we go to schools and look for those who are the best brains, from Riverside, from Maryland, all over the country, and bring them together, 20 young people at a time. We're renovating a dormitory here that has been given to us by Cottonelle. We're also building a teaching depot. The depot will be there to handle cases just how normal police depots handle cases, but the students will be in there to learn. We're bringing this initiative will be led by the Labrador National Police Training. And one thing to note that the Labrador National Police Training Academy is not just for the National Police, it's the National Security Training Institute. We're responsible for training all of the state security, excluding the military. But if the military ever need the facilities available as well. So this is just a startup. In this model that we're rolling out, we're going to have a fire station attached to the police station. There will be a fire truck here. All of the officers who will be recruited at this point in time for this program will be trained as firefighters and as police officers as well. So in addition to them being schooling here, if there's any call for fire anywhere in this area, they will be responding, going there as well, serving the people. So I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win for the community. It's a win for the security sector, and it's a win for Liberia in general.
I would like to know how it is the selection data recruitment process being carried out.
Her first, and then we're depending on our HR department. We have HR representatives in all of the counties. We'll be engaging with the superintendents, will be the local government officials there, the district education officers, to be able to identify those with the best grades in those areas who are willing. Because the first thing, this thing is passion driven. Most times people come here because they're looking for a job and they're looking for opportunity to advance themselves. So those who are passion driven towards law enforcement to take on the initiative, and they will be collected from all the counties, they will be tested, they will be vetted, and once accepted into the program, because if we're going to be running you through this, you assign a 5 years commitment that after you graduate with your BSc, you can serve the police for up to 5 years. If you choose to do something else, you go ahead and do it. If you want to continue your pathway, it's there for you. You're already a police officer. So that's how it's going to be designed. And the vetting process, for the police internally, this is going to be for officers between ages 18 to 30. We stay arguing here. Whatever I'm saying 30, but the other group saying 35. So we cut on from 18 to 35 for now. to benefit from this project, but I'm leaning more towards 18 to 30 because we want to invest in those who can give more. And the justification that they're giving for the 35, they say if you were giving a 5 years commitment from 35, I can still give my 5 years to the police. So we're still around there, but it might just be 18 to 35 years old. And it will be those who are academically strong. You're not coming here, we're not asking Cotton to change the rubric. Whatever is set for any student who attends here is the same level you will have to be able to encounter. The program is designed as such that the officers will come, they will go to regular classes. After classes, they go back to the depot where the academy is going to have instructors here to teach the general policing. So, like for those who were bringing in, who are civilians right now, within the first 2 years, right after they complete their full general policing, the physical, everything which will be done right here on campus, they will be enlisted as police officers and placed on government payroll. We've reached out to the Department of Criminal Justice here. All of those who are in the criminal justice program here right now, who are desirous of becoming police officers as well, we will give them an opportunity to join the general policing training. And once they complete it, they too will be enlisted.
It's a repeat. So, the status of the overhead bridge, we have to tell you one because I go every day you'll say the government allowed. They say they do interchange, but then see it. So Public Works decided to say that we should update you as follows. What's the status? Currently, the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Public Works has achieved the following to the commencement of the 2 Channel A bridge construction project this year. 1, resettlement action. All affected persons in the proposed project site, they've all been paid. And the demolition of structures within the right of way has commenced, leading to turning over the site to the contractor. 2, utilities relocation. As it stands, all utility providers, LEC, MTN Mobile, Orange, and others, they've commenced the relocation of their utilities along the project corridor, which covers 1.35 kilometers. Payment to facilitate the relocation is still in progress. The contractors camp and production site. The Ministry of Public Works has handed over both the camp and production site to the contractors. Currently, the contractor has started the construction of the camp and the production and mobilization of construction equipment in the country is in progress. Based on the above achievement, the ministry says the National Transit Authority, has announced that in keeping with their plans to revamp public transportation in the country, the Ministries of Finance and Development Planning and private vendor, a Liberian-owned vendor, have signed a contract for the procurement of 55 buses and 5 cargo trucks. The debt of the contract has been approved by the Debt Management Committee, and a resolution approving the contract is expected to be completed this week, thus giving the green light to proceed with the procurement process. If all goes well as planned, the buses and cargo trucks are expected to arrive in the country in 60 days. It can be recalled that on May the 5th, the building hosting the National Transit Authority, that was in 2022, was flooded by fire. Investigation into that incident by the National Fire Service showed that the fire was a result of arson attack. Following this incident, The administration of the NTA has been operating without a functioning administrative building. So we're pleased to inform the public that a contract for the construction of a new administrative building has been concluded and signed with the Ministry of Justice and FANAC attesting. And the President of Liberia is expected to break grounds for the commencement of the construction at the end of the month. This is a repeat. So, the status of the overhead bridge, we have to tell you one because
collect flexibility fee. The money you pay to that person is just enriching somebody's pocket. Few individuals, because when they talk about why I say that the time few individuals are rich. They take money from Canadians and they say they will go and make ways for them. They will bring heaven on earth for them. We want to say here that YF is not in the business of collecting flexibility fee. Don't pay any money to anyone before, during, and after the exam. If anybody insists that you should pay money to them, alert us, and then we will take the appropriate action. We also want to say here that YF discourages students from camping. Students should not go and gather to a place the whole night and they say they are camping. They are there waiting for people to send purported answers to them. Yes, you 2-3 persons can gather in the family home and they can study. We don't have a problem with it. But for you to leave your home, to leave your parents' residence and say you're going somewhere else and you'll be there for the number of days from the 15th of February to the 10th of June, we think is that is not called for, and why is strongly against it. If it is brought to our attention that a particular school is camping and it is established that schools are camping, those schools that will be or form comparable, or the results will be cancelled. I don't want for you to spend all of the time, at the end of the day, the results are cancelled. So for those that are listening to us or those that will be reading this interview, we want to encourage them. Parents want to encourage them. They should not allow the children to leave their homes during this period of the exam to say they are going to camp at unknown places. A lot of things can happen to those places and the children will camp. So please, we are discouraging them from camping.
We re-emphasize how many schools and students will take the wax this year.
We have 1,048 schools that have registered to do the exam this year. 1,048 senior high schools. And then the total candidates that will be doing this exam this year come from 53,201. There are about 53,201 candidates.
Any message to the proctors and the school administrators?
In fact, the proctors are another group of people who are bent on creating problems. They don't come to help the process. So we'll even reduce the number of proctors that we'll be using for this exam. Proctors are not there to go and eat students. In fact, the proctors are the one that causing the mass failure. Some of the proctors, I don't want to say all proctors, some of the proctors are the one who are responsible for the mass failure of these kids. Because they go, instead of monitoring or properly supervising the exam, they go and they give them wrong answers. They are the one who are reading answers to them. They are the one who smuggle in on their cards. They smuggle in or answers to the candidates, and they don't see the candidates with foreign materials in the exam hall. So proctors, we are calling you. We have indicated your TOR autos that will be used as proctors. We have indicated the TOR on the appointment letters. We hope that they will read the TOR and we will about them.
Any final thing, go
of the country.
So how many officers are we talking about?
So for now, the startup with we have 20 scholarship given by Cardinal, full scholarship. So the only thing we will be paying would be the fees that's attached per semester, and then there's another 20 that will be new students that will collect from all over the country, those who are desirous of becoming police officers that have the academic background. So we go to schools and look for those who are the best brains, from Riverside, from Maryland, from all over the country, and bring them together, 20 young people at a time. We're renovating a dormitory here that has been given to us by Cardinal, We're also building a teaching depot. The depot will be there to handle cases just how normal police depots handle cases, but the students will be in there to learn. We're bringing this initiative will be led by the police, the librarians.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good afternoon, good afternoon, Liberia. On today, 05082025. Today's Thursday. Today is another spectacular edition of the People's Program, The Heat. On today, don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual, on this spectacular edition, I am your humble servant, ambassador. Just call me J. Nathaniel Viva Senior on today, and I'm here with Sir Kendu on this spectacular edition of our program. This is the People's Program that brings you trendy national issues in our country and out of our country. We also invite you to be a part of the conversations. Remember, we are on YouTube, Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also on Facebook Live. We are also on www.knewsonline.com for across the world. We are also on 91.9 across Liberia. Great having the time with me on today. You can join our platform. Place your comments, your suggestions, your opinions. We'll certainly bring it forth to the conversation of today. Remember, we'll open the lines for your contribution. We encourage you to please listen, follow the conversation, because your comments are so valued. They are the building block to our modern and emerging democracy on today, Thursday, the 8th of May. Thanks for joining me on today's edition of the program. We are getting reports that Liberia has confirmed monkeypox, the impact, and is currently monitoring and responding to outbreak. The National Public Health Institute of Liberia has detected and identified both the clade the ALAC and the clade AB of the monkeypox virus in the country, while there have been confirmed cases and suspected cases. Liberia has no death, had no death yet from monkeypox. The country is working to improve the preparedness and the response capacity with ongoing efforts to raise awareness, strengthen surveillance, and improve communication. This virus is so deadly and requires surveillance. The National Public Health Institute now has the capacity to identify the pathogen types, including the monkeypox virus within the country. Liberia previously confirmed a monkeypox outbreak in 2018. Active cases recovery, as per the epidemiology, week's number for the 3 and about there were 8 active cases and 14 recovery cases reported by the Liberia monkeypox incident management team up on. And today we are up on. You listen to the former president of this country with efforts to restore this one we get in here, the social lamb. We now get a report has that 94 new cases of mpox has been discovered in other parts of Africa, Sierra Leone, bringing the total number of 1,481 since the outbreak. And the virus is particularly aggressive in West and the rural area of Sierra Leone, with Bombshell District reporting 54 cases. So remember, if these cases have been reported out of Liberia, we are to be on the alert. The Liberian Ministry, the Health Ministry, needs to pay attention to serious attention to this. Liberia Sierra Leone share a common border upon, and we hope that this can be worked out in the country to prevent our people from befalling such a deadly process which we cannot overlook. Today is the 8th of May. Today in 1886, the American pharmacist John S. Pemberton developed Coca-Cola, a drink he originally billed as the Q or tonic drink today. Montpellier on Manitiqua erupted, destroying the port of Saint-Pierre and killing approximately 30,000 people, 15% of the island population in 1902 today, the 8th of May. Today, 1942, in the Battle of the Coral Seal, the USS Lexington became the first U.S. aircraft carrier to be sunk during World War II today in 1942 today. Police in Sokimborg, Denmark was alerted to the discovery of a corpse in a book. It was revealed to be a remarkably preserved buck body and was given the name Tulip Man in 1950 today. In 1970, 20 years after that, a month after Paul McCartney announced that he has left the battles, the British rock group released Let It Be, their last original studio album, to hit the record shops in history in 1970. 10 years after that, following a global vaccination program, the World Health Organization originally and officially declared that the smallpox was eradicated. For centuries, the acute infectious disease was one of the world's most dreaded plagues in history. 9 years after that is 19 years after that, Nancy Maas became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, a military college in Charleston, South Carolina, in 1999. In 2012, the American artist Maurice Sendak, who was best known for his illustrated children's books, died today on the 12th, that is on 2012, the 8th of May, at the age of 83 in history. The World War II in Europe ended. Following the Germany unconditional surrender, World War II in Europe officially ended at midnight on this day in 1945, although the war into the Pacific continued until the Japanese surrender in September. Today, so good afternoon, Paul Guyugon was born on the 7th of June to be precise, in 1848 in Paris, France. He died today the 8th of May in 1903 at the age of 54 into the Havre or French Polynesia. He died. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thanks for joining me on today's spectacular edition of the People's Program. There are several important things to talk about, and it's great for your consumption. So be with me. We will serve you palatable lunch on this afternoon. Stick by your radio, by your live internet. Place your comments, your suggestions, and they will be a part of the conversation. There are several issues, and we are talking about the issue of optioning the government, and there are folks who have denied, who have supported, who have defended issues upon. But this time around, we will not relent or make sure that those who will be caught should pay the price for this. And they will serve as a warning to those who are in the government that they are there to do the Liberians people work and not there to masquerade the corridors, to siphon the monies, to make people poor in their own land. If you fall short of such and you are caught by the law, you will be prosecuted. Good morning, good afternoon. Let's take a short break here. When I come back, we'll dive into something very serious that is happening in my generation. And this time around, we are saying to you, you must pay for your actions. This is one of Liberia's best, and I love this one, and I hope you will like it. Thank you. Okay, welcome, thank you. This is one of Liberia's best traditional vocalists. Someone asked me, Nathaniel, who is that? And you know, some of you are asking me, who is that? And I want you to guess on this Thursday edition of the program. Fred Zangba. So I'm following Nathaniel live on Facebook, and also Emmanuel and Kelima. He said, good afternoon, Nathaniel Va. I'm Emmanuel and Kelima. I'm watching you from my comfort zone. Some Mr. Things, God for my. And Robert Alex said, I'm watching you live from City Community, from the community shop. Thanks for keeping the peace. Thank you, Alex, Uncle Alex. Emmanuel Reeves said, whoever I'm following from Tupu Road. Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel Kelly also there. So the second, thank you, Emmanuel. Christopher Quina Jr. He said, watching for Fendel. Thank you. Masco Conan Moku Na Jr. Hope I get him right. He said, good afternoon, Mr. Va. I'm Masco man watching from Boystown, Lower Maggie County. And Boyma Kindness Kemokai said, good afternoon from my resident at Beaumines Bridge behind the Foucault Mattress Factory. Thanks for the show. Thank you, Boyma. Lamin Sila said, I'm following. Good afternoon, cool family. Good afternoon, too, Lamin. Tactus Grieve said, he said, good afternoon, whoever. I'm watching my soul clinic. Things will get better. Surely things will get better. Moses spokesman Aaron said, I'm watching from my concentration room along the Marshall Highway. Thanks for your viewership. And George Watkins Jr. said, good afternoon, everyone, and a pleasant good afternoon to the peace-loving people of Riverside County, the land of supremacy. Thank you for the show. I'm following from my comfort zone, District 18, Macerado County. And thanks for joining us. Domowa Cully say, I'm watching. Thank you, Domowa. Thanks for joining us live. And Leroy Daly say, good afternoon, Police Academy. Thanks for the show. Otello Grisby, GSA Road. It sounds like Sonica Diabo. Yeah, you're right. That's Sonica Diabo. That's Sonica Diabo, Leroy. Otello Grisby. Otello Grisby said it sounds like Sonica Diabo. I think that's it. That's it. You got it right. Emmanuel Namu. Emmanuel Namu. Nambo Gongolo. Or Emmanuel Nambo Gongolo. Say from Baptist Seminary, Robert Street Highway. Thank you. And please place a comment. Whatever point is going to make there, we will certainly bring it forth to the discussion on today. Thank you. Emmanuel Kilima is watching us firmly from his second community there. You know, I was laughing up on yesterday. I got caught up in something. And Liberia, you know, laughing at going to a serious thing. You know, say, Nathaniel, now you don't know whole day. Mohammed Sherry, LEC, thank you. Mohammed Sherry, LEC, yeah, now. The red light ain't pack up, it gone off. We got no light. Whole day no current. We tell you when you're praising people, then hey my people. And the very people just imagine why he was saying this thing. A group of other onlookers were just listening to him, and when I was about to respond, sometimes they say, "Hey, Mr. Fai, just leave it." They say, "You are the same people when they both talk about they don't want to roll, they don't want to steal this, so bad news can come up cool FM. They praise somebody their verse, and for us, when it's right, we will say it. When it's not right, we will say it. So I know I will hurt you. And today it will hide the king. Because when it's right, we will say it. If Mohammed Sharif, the acting MD, do well, we'll tell him. If he sleep, we'll tell him. And let me show you about that. And let me say something. You know, we said this to President Boakai, the father of the land. They think you play away. Everybody talking, the president seem to be not looking that direction, or they say that the folks have not yet informed him about what happened with Don Cooper for the Lower Universal Library. Imagine if 8 persons from Universal Library can be dismissed. Who is Don Cooper? Who? And what are we teaching the young people? This is serious. And this is where the Nima County caucus will come in. This man is not just any ordinary person. He served in the county in key local government positions. And he had surfaced on the national scene. But this is what, through the university own investigation has gathered, and because of that, 8 persons were dismissed. So why is President Bakana looking in the direction to dismiss Don Cooper? For our reason. Now Sentar is saying the president is perceived now that the president is being selective in the aspect of rendering justice to issues that go on in the enforcement of anti-corruption measures within the administration. If the man can dupe the University of Liberia and get a degree, and through a comprehensive investigation, it's been established that he committed a crime, he never got the degree rightly, and they have invoked the degree, and several persons have been dismissed. Why is the president, the father of the land, not listening to that? The caucus, the student body. What kind of moral lessons men teaching the student bodies? Because there are several young people from Nima County who are in the University of Liberia, who are even into the community colleges in Nima County, who are even in prospective graduates for various schools. What example as an elder of the county, who have fought to reach this far and use his own hand to tint his character, so that you should keep in government. I think the president needs to look in the direction. If they have not told him yet, I'm telling the president, the Paka man, it has to be that. Even we go check in Nima County, we have several qualified folks with good records in the county that everyone say, let's take somebody from Nima County to replace him, we can do that. Even if one bring the tribal thing, say, man, that man, man, let's bring human like human, let's bring man, man, we can still find somebody from the county. Or if we can go in the county, there are other Liberians for other workshops, this life across the country, for various counties, tribes, that can work in that position very well. We should not believe that we only have one person that can do certain work and it should hinge on the job. No. Even to the extent that there are malpractices. There are some the keepers saying are functioning. They will keep the upper. I don't think so. And I hope now Seta is saying the president is been selective in this process here, and the anti-corruption agenda by the government shooting so the person is back. It's just undermine the entire process. I don't know. Is he the only person that can serve in this country? Even by the time he has, what sort of impact has he made? They say want to talk about, pay money just to get degree. Then you must still say that in position, we call him Inspector General. For what? Eh? What happened to Alonso Talu? Let me say thank you. I'll hold it right there. You know, this Planned Parenthood thing, that's the reason why I play you the voice of Mary Bro. I'll bring that interview back. And this should just be a warning to the likes of Mary Bro, the former Director General, former co-chair and the tax force on LEC, former city mayor to the Ellen regime, and all that, serving other key positions. Everyone know that Mary Bro good, or her workings prove that. But are you aware that the way she will handle matter, one will spoil it? You work in a position. And now I like my colleague when he asked the question. He said, well, you serve me the position as the head. And this has happened. You gave me information now. He said, you don't want to get information. Why you give? Why you going to go to the opponent? He said, you don't want to get the information. And the rest, they were given based upon signatures. Well, go ahead and say it. The investigation may not just go on you, but by you providing those data information, it will help the team to get somewhere. You see what's happening? I got an issue currently now. You know, there's a road project going on in the capital city. But because Liberians are just immune with corrupt activity, and the aspect of actual practicalism is not in their blood or the marrows of their bones, they are always wanting to exhibit such a quality when they are given tasks to perform. One Bless Abaku, his name Bless. He even living, he's the opposite of his name. Bless Abaku has been arrested on yesterday. There was a tip off for residents of the Green Hill community. It is a facility role. You see, it's the government interest that city roads are being low in existence without just, let me say, in the common world, no quota. But when the social, the poor just, they don't just fill airline homes. The government said, let's fill the road. Say taking time. The poor have not benefited from this. They get round on quota on the other side, but when they get to their area, they see dust or this thing. When it rains, mud all over. Let's make it better for them. And if we start at this, from 1, 2, 3, we will see ourselves to 98, 99, 105, 150, facing roads in our country. And that's how we see development, the sanity of roads or the community in terms of its perfect nature. We see government workings in our community to the doorsteps, so that you are a working model to get your house. Your car will stop you right for your door on quota. You will start right for your door. You get taxi, you get motorbike, you get ticket to go somewhere. But there are some unscrupulous people. You see? The man went and bought the material from one man believed to be a worker of the East International. So East International Park, they get the court problem of this country. And they are a subcontractor for one Prince Glory Lawa, the PGL construction company. They are currently implementing a road project through the Public Works Ministry. The man go, they give you money to buy those lateral rack, or is it cross rack, those ones that can fix to put on the road. But you get a man, take truck, carry Vata Maningo quarter, where there's a stockpile of racks there, the cross rack, and there's also a puncher area. Carry men in the night, then they take the deck, they take the rack, put in the car, and when they saw that people started seeing it, they let it see. But I see the rack, when they follow the truck, he carry a dump it, and say, I didn't buy it. He said, I remember what we get. You see how Liberian people wicked? You see how Liberian people wicked? The old man who said to Liberian people, I want to be president. I want to become a leader. I want to set an example. I want you Liberians to see how the economy should be. He said, our image, how Liberians should be considered in and out. But when there are opportunities for people, they throw it down like you put a gold ring on the nose of a swine. Where you go here? Go and put a nose in the mud. You see how Liberians looking? You see something? Then when these things happen, people say we should not talk it. We should not. And the onus is on our leaders, the rest of the superintendent, city mayors. Why these projects are in your cycle, be able to also play a watchful eye. Don't say I'm getting down for that contract I wrote they're doing. I don't know about it. They give the company and the company doing it, so I don't get time. I don't go there. No. Huh? You see? Now he has been arrested. And this time, if now we are having these projects to build community roads, and we're having people from the community stealing the cross rack, they saying the materials, how then will we really achieve our goal? Or those who are working along with the contract, they can say go buy rack, you go to different place, you take it from there, you bring it. Then now that you know what the rack there, when ready for it, go there, no rack there, or buy a rack again. Why should we wicked to yourself like this? Or wicked to our people? And when this thing continue, what others are saying now, we may even suggest to the Bishop of the Wife, suspend some of the roads. If they carry the road project in a community, no community roads, and the citizens start stealing the material, or citizens could now with people who there to steal material from the, they will suspend what? The other people will need it. We suspend it. You're not ready for a road yet. You will find they will get cross by the community. Citizens overnight will take bag to be stealing the cross by carrying their houses. It are saying to bring pockets, they bring wheelbarrows, steal the same carry their houses. Even the cement. Soon as they bring cement, they will now use that. You know, I explained this with the Talisman Road. Imagine the issues of cement was provided. They said manpower. You know what they're going to do? The people knew that they won't steal the cement. So they can wait, they will get in the laboratory, things. They get in the evening when the cement can, they put the cement and they put split in. They put it there. When they say 50 bed for this pallet or the square, 50 bed, they put 30, the quarts 20. And you go in a community, there were community houses in along the Jalaza Road that was zinc houses, they change the concrete. There was some houses where inside the house, who was still on the bare ground. They had concrete there. Because even you see a man selling wheelbarrow mortar. Those businesses started paving the areas. And the effect came up. As soon as our road finished, when cars are running the road, it started wearing away. It took our Chinese partner who built the boulevard area there, as a matter of fact, they had to come there and put kuta over the concrete pavement. And see the concrete pavement that was built during the days of Charles Taylor in the borough. See, look, it's still there, so good. So why is it we going to do something good for ourselves that we will see it right and lean down stone when you are given the opportunity to have to conduct issues or having a project. Do it to the best of your ability. That even by just doing that work, you supervise that project, or you who the contractor they took that work to do, you will tell them, this is my hand mark. But it is not in the nature of Liberian people. Liberian go to the man and say, I want to be better smell. Smell in the store, but one guy buy smell. Only because is unthinkable for our people. And you know, when this happens, we are asking, what really will be the outcome? And we are saying to our people, there should not just be another hanky-panky arrest, but let a man feel it to a bone, or the marrow in a bone, that when he shall come back to live the next world, he will never try it. What's nothing that? They look at all the thousands of contractors, all the people. They say, you, and your project here, take your project. You don't want to smell the cross right. You saying, this is what they want eating. I will take it for unanswer. The next thing I come, I'll take it for so I'm gonna get to them for myself. They pay you on the job, then you still want to steal. What sort of wickedness is that? Let me say thank you. And we are following our process, and we want to know the end of it. You know, if you're watching with me, I want to show you one young girl. I want to show you a picture. I want to show you a picture. And if you're watching me, tell me the picture you're looking at. Is it not a promising young woman? Is this not a promising young lady? Is it not a promising wife? Or if she's already married? Is it not a promising mother that any child coming to the lineage will be happy? I hope you're getting me. If you're watching with me, I'm showing you somebody on the picture. I want you to look at this picture. Is it not a promising mother? Somebody who should be very much, you the one who says circumspect. Somebody that wants you adored. Somebody that wants you to have a good character. Somebody who should be a role model. Because they say if you educate a woman, you educate a generation. You know, normally the men are all torn, dick, and Harry. That's how they describe men, but not all men are the case of such. They are real fathers who can build generations. But when you see mothers, you know that they are the people who can lead to. I want to tell you something about her. Some of you have heard about this, and this thing is hating me. And I'll ask my team to please keep that picture on the side. Everybody looking at her today. This is Henry B. Niplo, the program manager of the Planned Parenthood Association of Liberia. Is this not a shame, a generational miscarriage, a generational homicide, to find that this woman is being sent to jail for 10 years for committing economic sabotage in one of the country's most high-profile public sector fraud cases in the recent years? Why are we like this, Liberian people? Why are we like this? Then I'm hearing this voice of Mary Brown in my ear that the people, whatever, our pair of voices again. You serve in a position. You been good. And everybody in Liberia tell you ain't good. But there's a specific case that say, we want to know this thing here. Why are they rescuing Liberian people? But they told they give you, as just an example now, they think they give it to you. Say you are an institution, you got space, they got whatever, put it there. And they took those rest for certain purposes, let's say for example, allegedly, for campaign purposes, and the purpose of which the rescue was never met, but it was diverted to some other use, and you were part of the process. How do we know? Now you saying the rest, I'll let story the rest, and all the rest, it was by signature. I mean, people they told us, give the person they wire, give 50 bag, give 10 bag, give 2 bag, give 100 bag, and now how it left. She don't know where it coming from, but they say, can you hold it? I say yes. We won't get, and how it went. If it was for a specific purpose, and now they're calling you down to ask you, you already gave information. According to you, said the asset recovery team had no information, but you were able to get that information. And they are saying, reaching for what we're seeing, there are suspected issues that we're already finding here. Please come so we clarify this thing. We may not be holding you as a person. But your testimonies or your information giving us will lead us to the right source. But you see, anybody tried to talk about car, I was sue the person here. Now you see the young woman, 10 years on her head, and she being ordered to repay 200,000, 300 fine. For what reason? Listen, the misuse fund was linked to an unauthorized expenditure, including purchase of a Toyota vehicle, a Ford Everest SUV, laptops, catering services, and youth program funding. Liberia. They say the people there, the hunter that can find ratting me and carry and visit with Joseph. You know, I'm gonna call it other name. You know what I'm talking about. He would not find it. But the man who was there, ratting me and just taking it away, throwing in the water, throwing it away, and throwing the total eating, and he will find it. But the person who will make good use of it cannot find it. This is where we are. Why our young people, I'm specific about this. Why our young people, there's just so much particular about wealth. Most importantly, cars. There's just particular about it. Young people rise up to the field, get to positions. The next thing you hear say that car belly will dismiss them for. You want to ride a big car. You want to ride a certain kind of vehicle. They will mismanage money. Imagine that. And this is just a warning. This case was way back concerning from the LCC back in 2024 July. So some of you who did some of your things, you're in office today, that did it last year, think say that the first phase, but the second one will handle you stay. You see? Imagine your woman today coming to work for 10 years in her life. Where will she be? Will she not be able to buy cars, build houses for herself? But she now be sentenced to 10 years to repay $200,000 and pay a fine of $300. Somebody who should have been a perfect example to the world or to Liberia. This is where she have learned herself. So some people are moving around here. That world is so clean and perfect. They're moving on. Yesterday, they don't have no gold locket on their finger. The locket of that ring were no longer. Some of them, they can't wash clothes in Liberia. They can pack their clothes, carry a gun and arrow, wash it and send it back to them. So when they get shopping, they put it away. I ain't Liberia. They get taping, go Dubai, go China, buy their clothes, bring it. Some of them even down to handkerchief, they can't buy it yet. Because they now reach the position. Mind you are in care on the Liberian people money. Be warned. That I warn you. Some of you are so much great to the extent you allow people to put you in this kind of positions. Theft of property, illegal disbursement of funds. Now there were people that were behind the gate, allegedly telling us, yeah, do that one, oh my God, do that one, and somebody went, yeah, we take my call, we'll do it, yeah. And let me tell you something. There are more procurement officers in institutes in this country who are real big rules. Their bosses use them. That's why I said when the procurement officer or the office of the procurement and the office of the finance form a marriage, there's a big danger in our institution. Because when the boss man comes for up to the finance area, I want to check it, I want this, chief, just make it. I get my call, yeah, just make it possible you get a call. Every weekend, when you're cheated 2,000, you get you to do 500. That they put money to you. Procurement too there. All the procurement invoices are coming to you. Procurement getting your own, you get your own. That the country money is playing with. But because nobody know, you perfect. Tomorrow now when they say can't answer question, you put behind you say you are a good person because the money you are stealing, you give it to the people. And there's sentiment of Liberia. Even if it is my brother or my sister, you are into position and you have been accused, and I have no proof, I will not back you. I will not. I would not. Until you clear, then I'm convinced. Because this is how families are backing families. Community doers, bootleggers are backing people. But they don't know the real story. You see this one? Niplo, I think it's Niplo, this name here. You go to jail, 10 years. Just the 10 years you're working for the get good money for your family. If you're having a 5-year-old child at 15 years, if you're having a 10-year-old child at 20 years, good life. Your education. You go sit down somewhere in one hotel room, you're looking at the city and the walls and the window. Your entire career is in shambles. This is a warning. And the president has said, we will not leave any stone unturned. So go cry to your ceiling and tell us, why did I go to the one here? Why did you go for 20 people then, but they want 2024? And the LCC said something. And this is very important. The commission said, remember, Councillor Alexandra Kromanzo is the head of our institution. She said that case reinforces its commitment, the LCC now, to combating corruption at all levels, ensuring accountability across both government and donor-funded institutions. And she said, listen, we commend the judiciary for upholding the rule of law and delivering justice in this significant case. Because why she said that? When this case was brought up in 2024, this case went out criminal court. See, Judge Blamo Dixon, one of the judges of our time, that is stamping his presence. There where they went through this case and had sentenced this woman. They were they're now asset recovery saying we suspect, or LC saying we asking the judiciary or the Minister of Justice or the rightful arm to carry on the investigation of prosecution. No, the criminal court has already investigated this matter. This is a sentence. This is a sentence. So and more worrying on the part of Liberians, they are the very ones that can protect these people. Some of them in far that when they put them. They made a care fun. They are young guys. Oh, why am I trying to offer? What's my going to for 10 years for? They may get game, man. Play the old post in the country. Why are you doing with them? Let the other decompose there from Kata, the cross rack, you go take him somewhere where they already park cross rack there, almost at the farm, take it from there, bring it and sell it. When people saw him now, he's been arrested. You see how greed, egotism, lack of integrity, self-centeredness can lead our people. That even when they're doing the wrong thing, their mind, their conscience, don't put them to tell them this is wrong. This is how some people are going. Like we said yesterday with the economic advisors to the president, the woman wrote the president a letter. He said, Mr. President, we've been having a meeting with this year. So he said that the decision the INCC now coming out to say they are going to allow access to meter, so we will not get access to the railroad. The man said the woman been disrespectful to the office of the president. And the president can reverse that. He said, no. We should be committed to our people. We have a role, we are still a meter, but where we are now, the development of this country matters more. We get one railroad here. Somebody said, when you use the railroad, why they build it that? We get a lot of use it. Eh? We get one seaport here that is shorter distance. Why somebody use that, but you can use it? We should say we want to use it? No. Let's be rational. But then we must put a law, a policy, a system structure that will monitor this process, that we don't have conflict. I don't look. If one person say I'm loading my ship, for instance, for them more, load your ship. And when you load your ship, when the ship go, it will take time before you come to the main load. Yes. Why not in that type of operating person? Anybody do? Why you load for 100 million? We load for 2 weeks. 2 weeks time, if you're loading, you go. You get what we do right now in a 1 month. Road you come to, you load. Let's be rational in this thing here. That tomorrow we will have to answer questions to our people. We don't have it today. We can put a system to play. We can have it tomorrow. Because one airline using RIA, they bring in that plane, the biggest plane they bring in it. So they say no airline will bring plane in the place again for that travel. No. Eh? You come in 2 times a week. But in between them, we're going over different part of the country. The other days, they only come in 1 time. So that we find flights going through the week. You go in 2 times. You can go Monday, you go Sunday. You go Sunday and Saturday. That time in the fall. We can bring somebody in. You go Tuesday. You can go Wednesday and Thursday or Wednesday and Friday. You can go come. Let's be serious. Because if we are saying the tourism system are open, like today, the Barbados, the folks are already on our way. We get a report that the program is all set up. Remember, 3 monuments that will be upon with 300 persons in recognitions of where they settle into Crusoeville. Who never knew that Judy Bryant came from Barbados? Who ever knew that former President Arthur Barkley came from there? Who knew that Evan Barkley? Who knows that those folks are connected with names? Who knows that? But it's bringing out rich heritage that some parents, some people now who are bearing names will get to know that. So you mean that my ancestor came from Barbados? I don't know. Nobody told me. So you want to tell me that when they settled in Crusoeville, and I was born in Crusoeville, or my father was born there, that means I don't live there. They were having tourists coming to Liberia. We say no, only one plane will come to this country. Well, the airport, we want to know. Oh my God, we should not do that in this country. And that doesn't negate the fact that those who will corrupt our system, those who will be under the competent court of jurisdiction, who will be held guilty, we should not punish them. We will punish them. Then you hear someone say, but then they say, wrong. Nobody won't know what the person stole. Maybe the man, uncle have been killing him. He just went to the restaurant or the kosher, say, yeah, because we're looking, they won't trust him. Say, I want 5 hours again food. The next is actually, hey, man, get money. Oh. The player said, I don't know that how manage. 2 weeks, I eat it. It wasn't my business. So that one was like, roll. Where that man fighting, run, but you're not eating anything, run. He won't run around to start knocking that man. I used to say he not steal airplane. But the people there who can steal the money, they will never take the one people one day. But those are the ones who can send to South Beach. But Macaulay said, those are the people, those thieves, they rob you of health benefit. They're going to be benefit. education-wise, to make you live in poverty. You forced to go build a house in the swamp because you just have to live. They are the one who made you live that kind of life. Some of you maybe say you graduate from high school, you're not learning now, you go sit in classroom again. You selling water. Some of you graduate with degree, but no job, you are not able to move because 2-3 persons sit down somewhere, block that opportunity from you, and you are now living a life in the ghetto. You say, you know my name? You don't know my name is Hura? I'm the Benson, I'm the Johnson, I'm the Anderson. Boy, Anderson, yeah, you need to get to smoking. But you say your name not be name. Because why? Those people you defended, that you are willing to stand with placards for, they made you live those lives. That your name matters no more to the populace. But they are the ones to be defended. I saw with my eyes in my generation the very first time they invited the president of Nokai from a law because they should fall. You saw young people holding placards. Even some of the words they spelled on the placard were not even correct. But they were there holding placard and asking, why you can't go to Central Bank? Why you can't do this? Why are they the woman one? Why you must say this? Some of them, they were to get scholarship, but they never got it. They were told, but they never had the experience. They are today the way they're looking. But they are the ones being used to defend those people. They invited Nathaniel Mange, a essential man. Hundreds, if not possible. Tens of young people. God there saying will defend our kinsman. You know how much that man took in his pocket or in his belly? Or he got told that if you were opened, could have helped you to be basic to not hold placards? The LCC said, let's ask this person a question. You go there, say we'll stay in defense. What kind of country is it? Imagine a young woman who was responsible for areas that were benefited several Liberians, imagine. But allow us to be used in such a form. And don't be surprised. The day they will show that woman say they can't hustle beach. And you now see the women there behind her throwing lap on the ground, crying, say they want temper mercy with justice, they want temper justice with mercy, they should forgive her, she will come back and change my name in this country. This is how Liberians are. When the last time they invited a lawmaker about this capital building burning issue, you saw the other you come about 40 went around. Let's a man call Abu Pana come out for them. They just go and ask them a question. You saw Liberians there protesting. As they say they want hijack the whole process and say you don't go there, go home, go sit down home, we'll defend you. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? The other group there say they want to protest a few days. Even so as other group, other people can say, hey man, don't protest, you know what? For this meeting, you know, Liberian people will talk and say, yeah, water, wash your hand. They take me good, we'll put it, they'll eat some. You can't tell us, we'll play the new one. The people use you, gather investment over your head to live good life. You only yesterday heard they heard of that protest group. He traveled, he gone Ghana, he gone Dubai, he gone America, he gone this country, he gonna live good life. You are still in the ghetto, you are still waiting for when you get your first face in the morning. Liberians, if we don't wake up, these people again, they will eat us raw in this country. This is the time. Let that justice be. When they say $10 for one borehole machine or for one water machine that the children in our community get water, let that person go and provide that service and let it go drink that water and be happy. If they say they should build one school in Blokole, let the person go there and build that school. Let the children sit in the classroom and feel comfortable and say yes. This is what we want. We don't have money to waste money on nonsense, foolishness in this country. 2-3% eat the money, project gets stalled, and we don't have the real impact of this process. Imagine something like this. A young woman allow herself to be used. Where to get laptops, SUV, Perita vehicle, catering services, youth program funding. You know what people we're going to benefit from the youth program funding? The catering service, those that we're going to go through the program. You know what? We're going to go through the one even that period of time. So we're going to give them materials. But you carry on illegal disbursement. Divert the funding to somewhere else. We're going to country here. Liberia never say yes, let them be prosecuted. But you say, well, that person the first time, that the only person, wherever the other man was stealing money. So it will not start with one. Will we go to two? Oh my God, Liberia here. And these are the people. These are the people that are giving the president a hard time. These are the people giving the and you know, oh Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus Christ. If Liberia don't change, I don't know who will change this country. I don't know what change this country. Because we just live in the country where foreigners, aliens will come. Look at the amount of dread machines that are over our waters, stealing our diamond, our gold. Look at the amount of miners, illicit miners in our country. You hear people say go in the bush. The last time we're around Zaitan going towards Reju, 3 pickups loaded in tight. Bible said there were so Chinese people inside. We carry the money, all their work, all their money that we go through. I'm not saying that they are illegally. So now these people are here legally. But what I'm saying, if these people can leave their comfort, where they got austere buildings, skyscrapers, they come here and they are able to go through the favorable situations, navigating through because they know what they want. If they can see the wealth in what you have in your soul, why you can see it? Why? But your only way is to protect them. Somebody steal your status. I want to get a group, man, go in the community. I want to get people young people. And how they misuse our young people. They say, Zoko. Yeah, get them. I met Chief Mahara in Liwate. Oh, Babi will let you, Babi. Oh, Babi will let. I'll be good. The real is that man, and I'm smart. I can't find it in I don't know how many years. Only because you eat that food, the case of the $1,000, you are prepared to lay your life down for that person, not even wanting to investigate what they have done. They have crippled your investment, they have crippled your life. Oh, Jesus Christ, let me take my break this afternoon. Let me take my break. Oh, Lord, this country must rise. By hope or crook this country, we will make your straight in this country because we will not allow this country go live having these things here. Because we cannot continue like this. Our children deserve better. Our children deserve a live good life. Imagine to see your son and daughter going to school saying how not air condition, learning. It starts to give them a life tomorrow. Oh, when I learn, imagine my son is about 5-10 years old and now understand what an air conditioner is. Can even show the experience of which one was a split unit. They can tell you that. They tell you the comfort of it. They tell you, say, when I leave, even when I go in my principal office, air conditioner there. When I go to my mom office, my pa office, air conditioner there. So myself, when I grow big, I want air conditioner in my office. They give them a life. They imagine what they want. Because why the government or the people responsible were sincere and those means were provided to the children. So can they live with a prospect that they will get it in the future. Where are we today? Now all the young people. Somebody don't want to go smoke kush. Now all they want, they smoke kush, they happy. Somebody when they walk into the market and see who can make mistake. That's all they want. That's all. People go on the street and say they go sell. They only waiting to talk somebody. You buy a dog clothes, put in the party bag, they swap it, you carry some funny thing home, take it to that dog clothes, you start to be worried by yourself. What you got? You just get what? Let me buy my Bluetooth, the radio. But their own business is there to swap for you. Child, you look at everything, put in the bag, you want to pay the money, child, you look into your pocket, you won't be sure, you won't give that double, they strap it, you carry the horse, you take it, you open the Bluetooth on, you see one big rack inside the subject. When will we have to transform or mold the minds of our young people? We will have a lot of corrupt individuals around us. Good afternoon, let me take this break, come on, go to the lines for today.
Payment to facilitate the relocation is hard. They say the interchange, but then see it. So Public Works decided to say that we should update you as follows. What's the status? Currently, the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Public Works has achieved the following to the commencement of the 2 Channel A bridge construction project this year. 1, resettlement action. All affected persons in the proposed project said they've all been paid, and the demolition of structures within the right of way has commenced, leading to turning over the site to the contractor. 2,
0919 are the numbers to talk about today. Sincerity should be the hallmark of Liberia, and where Liberians can benefit from our resources instead of piling corrupt people. And it's about time all those people who live of their workings activity were questioned, they should answer to us questions. They should answer to those questions, and if they're not clear, let them pay for their actions. Let me talk to my first call on the line. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you are talking about prosecution. Actually, in Liberia, we need to be serious in prosecuting people. The whole to Liberia program is that we are not prosecuting people of their wrongdoing. And we allow them to go free. That's why everybody is brave to be officers and they are taking things that does not belong to them. So I urge the president to come to the place to prosecute people when they are found guilty. They have to be prosecuted for years, according to the law. So thanks so much for the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you, my brother. I will ask my team to still keep the one picture there, so let people see her. Let's see her as young as she is. You got a country boy in 10 years in jail, 200,000, $300 fine. Poor family name, serious issues there. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, I will not wait for you on a serious note. If you're not prepared, leave the line. We want people who are prepared. That's the reason why I would say, please listen. Giant12 said, I'm watching you, Nathaniel from Upper Cowell. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, brother.
You're welcome.
The issue of this country, not only the lawmaker, not only our people in the bureau capacity, but we as the citizens, the common people at home, we are the number one serious problem. It goes like this. 2029 is right around us. You will see all blowing our brother. You will see all basically fighting with each other for this period. So how can the system be changed? And we know in the community that the brother is not good, that everybody tells you that we don't want you. But they don't say. Then we know that we start choosing for their path. But we find small money, small food. Brings at the end of the day, we mess our tomorrow. So that's the problem we face in this country.
Okay.
We are praying all of the time. Most people are grieving for this kind of a situation that we find ourselves. With all the resources that we have in this country. Most of people just go, they just sat somewhere, they just enjoy it, on and on.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Good afternoon.
The problem is money Abu Figure and join Vision District. Imagine that if you live in the show, Madam Bro. Madam Bro is clearly in order. In fact, the Lagos don't even know how to read.
Yeah, but she said it.
The answer that is about, you didn't really talk about Lagos even read.
Yeah.
Look at the father, she will do it and Lagos she can't less. So we must have the picture of addressing the country. The issue of a convention, we must follow it. Now, what particularly you see, the man is selling all. These are our young people, some politicians, let's use them for the wrong vision. So when they got going out, some of the politicians, they can spend our work there. When they come out, they get 1,500 share, what they say, oh, the men of women. Everybody even having all them going by a G, all them going by a boy, if you not last until the week. But then the quick one, your future.
Your future at stake. Thank you, my brother. Let me talk to Mrs. Curry. Thank you for your contribution. Good afternoon, Mrs. Curry.
Good afternoon, my son.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I told you yesterday that we want to when people we get out from the corner. You owe me where borrowing country with our back father in the camp. And of course, me, they are also not. And they pay again for me. They pay again for I say to the world on the ground court. They owe me, you can send police there. My government, they show me, say, joint security. They train a bomb, they saw the joint security. For the army people are not being, we are army people. They were bring no go. That we anybody go with us, they work them with their country bill. When they work the first group, the second day, nobody will go there. And the only way we found solution to our problem in the country, which I said, oh, yeah. After he told them, they wanted to protest for police arrest. He said, everybody want a man going good. Oh, for us, and all that running high is. That child that I told you, I said, when you want to know the disgrace, and all that people give people a comment. If you look at that, looking just say that I pay you go down and go see.
Yeah, you're even happy that you're associated with a project that will bring good will to your people. But you say, no, I want to do the system.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you. And the people are wicked, we show that we are the weakest. The wicked more than them. They put someone, you steal the money, we hold you. Let me send you to South Beach, Qatar, Jeju, correction press, that's in there. They didn't know that the comfort they were in, they will value it, and they won't steal you a dime when they are given an opportunity to be in a position again. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Salva.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, this country, we don't even like to see good persons because we went to school for corruption, we went to school to do bad things. Then we say, hey, the country not going nowhere. Can you remember that we can hear some people who talking, you know, the women and the women not working? The party when we are coming from where, you know, street way, I see, you know, now the development are going on because of my leave. Then when they start in the traffic, they say that development going on, but I say, but what's going on there? You can't keep people here. You can't remember, you know, somebody say that kind of thing for your own country.
Yeah.
The development going on. I say, but what's going on now? Now they are happy. They can't talk. But why you want to talk? You see me by yourself. Even those people who are getting rich out of nothing, you know, say they share money. And listen, man, in different people country, you can't hear that in South Africa, they had killed some people, 8 persons for listen, man. The money the country is supposed to get, you know, somebody go take. Are you hearing in the time?
But the first is that the community follow deal with you. Thank you, my brother. That the community follow deal with you. Even talk about other people coming there to talk for you. Good afternoon.
Our friend with one.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Let me talk to this caller here. Good afternoon. You live? Go ahead. But if you base your level of stealing on because somebody did it, go do it because we'll catch you tomorrow, and we'll not catch you because we'll not catch. Thank you, my brother. We will not say because somebody did it. What are you doing it for? No, we'll catch on your own account. We'll catch you on. Who tell you? They were more Neblo. She might say what? Other people in the system for the store. But we're not catching other people. The owner action can't you? Now I'm going to go to 10 years. That's why I'm going to go 10 years. We have to start with the point. And one thing that got me so sick in my stomach from Liberia is that they always justify that somebody did this thing before nothing happened. They want it is so much out of order. It is so much out of order. If you go to America today, you never want to rally deport you. You know, say because other people came here, we parliament and what we can do. No. You are judged based upon your account, not on somebody's account. You didn't want to hold President Parker responsible for it. We'll go say because any President, former President Eddie Disney went to nothing. Former President we are Disney went to nothing. So much do no, we're waiting on your account, and those people are being held on their account. You know, I'm not supposed to money on road fund, especially our Eastern National, be materials. But bless Abago, we hold you because nothing he did. And that argument about going for me is very lazy.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
I am doing this.
Yeah, go ahead, you live.
Yeah, because I don't want to get it, but I want to talk about the issue concerning because the presentation, the kind of goes like the water of my, I guess, right?
No, you're not listening. Thank you. We'll come back. You're on Friday there, not today. What I told you yesterday, please listen to the program before calling. Your comments is highly important. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Corruption had another name that carries the building. Another government today will be that came down, that came to say no business association. The government association and current and also out of it. So I don't really know what to say. Just stay in the game.
So, Fofi, are you saying that we should leave them?
How will we lead them? If these guys should be killed, they will be killed. Go in China. With respect to the population in China, one party is fighting for corruption. They are being executed. For someone like right here, our population is not much. Without resources. Why are we living with taking over Australia and backing for the local bragging and little freedom that comes to step on hello? My God. Look. Now, I'm tired.
Okay, let me take my last call today. Good afternoon, my final caller for today. My final caller for today. Good afternoon. This is Daniel Keller.
This is Daniel Keller.
Yeah.
Thank you for your platform this afternoon. I want to see former government officials with ruling government officials. I want to see someone else going to jail. And even when I'm a former president.
Yes, I'm not to them passing a riot. They say you well, call immunity, so get good.
Former representative, let them go to jail because of the corruption. The corruption breaking that butt down. Thank you for your show.
Thank you, Daniel Keller. Thank you, my brother. And when we say so go to jail, what do you mean? But if these people who are goods, who overlook the system and do the system, those are people who so paying the money, money, and they go later in jail. They later in subbish. Then the other people say, if they man, they can send them to jail. I better do what is right. What can I call it? We just overlook the system, the rule of law, and they don't want yet. Every employer, who was your answer? The 10 years must serve, 11 years, that 10 years must serve if you finish. We want to see your side. Thanks so much for joining me on today. I got to go. Time is of essence in our business. Yeah, but don't forget, the chairmanship of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority. And those that come with equity must come with clean hands. I am your humble servant, Nathaniel Val, ambassador, and I'm here with Sarkandi on today. Join me tomorrow. What's on your mind? Until then, have a pleasant good afternoon.
Relocation. As it stands, all utility providers, LEC, MTN Mobile, Orange, and others, they've commenced the relocation of their utilities along the project corridor, which covers 1.35 kilometers. Payment to facilitate the relocation is still in progress. The contractors camp and production site. The Ministry of Public Works has handed over both the camp and production site to the contractor. Currently, the contractor has started the construction of the camp and the production and mobilization of construction equipment. The National Transit Authority, has announced that in keeping with their plans to revamp public transportation in the country, the Ministries of Finance and Development Planning